Hello everybody and welcome to the Elite Dangerous live stream. This is the 5th Rise to Power live stream that we've done. I've got an extra guest here to help me out. Usually we just have Zach Antonacci on his own, but I employed the help of...
Getting paid.
You're getting,
I'm getting paid for this.
Sorry.
This is brilliant.
No.
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 I'm not getting paid.
No, get out. This is Steve Kirby, of course. Steve Kirby, how are you today?
Hi guys, pretty good. Yeah,
good.
I am really good.
How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you.
Very good. Now to business. Now we've got all that noise out of the way, asking people how they are and stuff, to business. Yeah, so today, on today's live stream, we're going to be talking about the dangerous games, of course, which are coming into their closing moments, would you say?
Yeah, certainly the last straight coming up.
Okay, so where are we up to in the dangerous games? Do you want to do a quick recap? Well, before we do move on, we've of course got representatives from each of the groups coming on to talk about the stories and how things have unfolded over the last few weeks. Then we've got some crazy event planned with them as usual. I mean, it wouldn't be an educating edit.
No, it wouldn't be an educating edit.
No, it's not
at all.
It isn't.
Definitely wouldn't.
It isn't, and it won't be, and it never will
Never
be.
will
Don't
be.
worry. It wouldn't be a Rise to Power live stream without a silly event happening, and without you two giving me a hard time for getting things wrong.
Yeah.
Without further ado, why don't you, Mr. Antonacci, Head of Community Management, Head of Community Management, John Antonacci, why don't you give us a rundown of what's happened, what the dangerous games are in case people don't know, and if you don't know, where have you been? But carry on. Go for it.
Okay, so we'll probably start with the games as a whole. So for the last 6-7 weeks, maybe?
7 weeks.
7 weeks. Oh,
Yep.
Steve knows them.
We had a week off.
Down.
Yeah,
the last 7 weeks, player groups have been working super hard, incredibly hard to try and carve their way into being the first player created power. So they went through everything from pledges to get votes through to wildcard games where you had, the United German Commanders, the Wolves of Jonai, you had Edel's Armada, we had the Blackbird Squadron, and of course
it feels like it was
EG
a long
Pilots,
time ago now.
who made it through. Anyway, they've been working really hard and competing in competing CGs, trying to make sure that they can beat other groups to show their dominance and their power. Anyway,
Fantastic.
so this week. Oh, take my headphone off this year.
That's what you need to do.
So this week, loads of activity has been going on, so it's really kind of kicked off. So last Thursday we saw the end of CG1, and little bit of an interesting twist towards the end where we had went into Boom and we had the background sim then allowed higher allocations of rares that then went on to see EG Pilots went on to win that round. And then this week we've seen some more interesting stuff. We've seen something called the Manite Piscium, easy for me to say, Pact, which is the Border Coalition and a number of other groups have kind of tried to combine to affect the games, which we're going to talk to these groups about in a little bit, which is really awesome. We've also got a little bit of news as well. So that's where we are in the games. We know that EG Pilots won the first games. We know at the moment EG Pilots are first in the second games, and Galcop came second in the first games and are currently second as well. But what's super interesting is for the next set of games, there's going to be a clue. There's going to be, that's why Steve's here, there's going to be a clue, a puzzle, which they're going to need to solve in order to go out and find whatever the things are that they need to find. I'm not going to say anything, Steve.
I'm not telling.
Before they find any of the things they need to find.
What are you here for then?
Biscuits.
Yeah,
That's why I'm here.
Wait, that's a different stream entirely. It's a different stream entirely.
You lied to me.
But so, before we do start talking to Steve a little bit, because I know you've got some questions lined up for Steve, and I've just realised that I'm sitting in the middle here like this, so I'm going to make myself useful and say, haven't we got a lovely little bit of news, a little bit of just something nice, teasy little bit?
We do.
Go for it.
So, one of the things that we obviously everyone has seen is just how much superb effort every single commander that has taken part in these games has done. They've been so passionate, they've been so enthusiastic, they've put in so many hours. We wanted to just say a general thank you to everyone that's taken part in all the CGs, because they have been absolutely incredible and we appreciate how much time and effort these guys have put in. So what we've decided to do is, there were 10 groups, I believe, from wildcard to now. 5 from 5.
Yes, 10 groups.
EG Pilots.
In total, yeah.
I did have a picture that we can actually bring up.
We did.
Lost
we
it.
don't need
No,
it.
yeah.
So those 10 groups, what we wanted to do, as a small token to say thank you, we have decided that all of them have earned the very, very worthy right to have their own group decal. So what we're going to do...
Woo, group decals!
So all of those 10 groups,
That's
anyone,
awesome.
the way it will work is anyone that contributed to any of those CGs for that group will get that group's decal. So
How do we get that data? That seems crazy to me.
well,
We measure all the stats for every CG we do,
Yeah.
so we can find out exactly what commanders contributed what, which groups they contributed for, and we can basically give out that data, and everyone can have a decal.
So, although we don't have the list to hand, if you think you're in there, then you probably are.
so it's going to be we'll
go on.
be able to
See if
pull
you
that
can
list
remember
out.
it. Can you see if you remember it, or am I putting you on the spot?
What,
of the
groups?
All 10 groups.
Yeah, so
Go for
you've
it.
got Wolves of Jonai, Blackbird Squadron,
That's cool.
UGC. You've got
Adels.
Adels Armada, you've got EG Pilots, you've got Border Coalition, you've got Galcop, you've got AEDC, you have SEPP, and you have ICU. 10.
Done. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I usually have to look that up on a spreadsheet.
Yeah, well
Don't
done.
lie.
Yeah, no, it's very good. Steve Kirby, you don't have to do that. You know
Thank
everything at all times. All right, so
I'm not Mike Brooks.
on that note,
So just want to clarify on that one, just to let people know exactly how it's going to work. So it's only people that have contributed to those CGs over that time that will get the group's decal for that CG that they've. So if you contribute to the Blackbird Squadron, you'll get a Blackbird Squadron.
yes,
decal.
it is just another example of how, and we've said it in the past before, we like to reward people who are doing amazing things in the game, and we do think that the Dangerous Games has really shown just some ridiculous levels of spirit and commitment.
Just so much.
It's
Like
been-
it's been absolutely incredible the amount of hours and dedication that the groups have gone
the effort that they put into I won't say propaganda.
absolutely.
It's just crazy, and the behind the scenes stuff that they're doing on the forums and on websites and through meetings and things like that. It's all very hush hush and covert. Is amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's
So,
brilliant.
Jay Thoden van Velzen, of course, says thank you, that's awesome. Fly AEDC on my ships with immense pride, which is great. Mr. Sail Vader says, you got to participate in all of the CGs? Question
No,
mark?
just one.
Just one.
So that
any
means
one of them.
even
do-
it could be from the next...
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
the
last
next
one.
ones.
In the
But the
last
last one's an interesting one because there's a clue, because
Yeah.
you need to find it. There is actually a level of the groups need to work out how they manage who knows the information. If they solve it first, because that gives them a little bit of an advantage because they get some time. So how do they do that? How do they manage spies, which are in the groups? Trust me, I've seen them.
Yeah, and one thing to clarify as well, it's
I
not,
know a few of them.
it's
Yeah,
not
no, they're
enough
all-
just to sign up. You have to actually have contributed
Yes.
something. You actually, even if it's one unit, one something.
Yeah, absolutely. It has
You
to
know,
be a contribution
It has to
of
be
one
a
thing.
contribution. You
And the
can't just
reason
sign
for
up
that
and
is
that's
because
it.
people could just go and sign up to all 5 and
Yeah,
then
and
try
then
and get
done.
5 decals, and also because other peoples from other groups have signed up to multiple ones to see what the numbers are and
Yeah.
keep track of that.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
As long as you've contributed.
and I think that answered a few people's questions in the Valtic Pain Frame. Pretty sure any contributions here on Ichi says evening Ed, evening. And I think that's a very important question.
Yeah.
Great. So, and I'm sure we can get more questions from you, and we want to keep moving things forward because I want to talk to Steve before we then bring in the groups to hear all their thoughts, all the leaders' thoughts about all the drama that's happened. But of course, keep things light with a delightful little contest. Unfortunately, Mad Dog isn't here to do the little fingers.
It's a little
today. Sorry.
sprinkle of
A little
contest.
sprinkle of fun little contest. Gosh.
It's been a long
Where
time.
are we again?
It's been a long
We're
way.
in a spaceship. Steve,
Hello, Ed.
Zach.
Hello, Ed.
Meet Steve.
Hi,
Meet one another.
Steve.
Zach, it's nice to meet you.
Tell each other about the things.
It's not like we see
about
each
the
other every day or
dangerous
anything.
things.
Tell each other about the dangerous things.
The
I'm
dangerous
just going
things.
to, like the android I am,
I hear galactic
power
interns.
down for a few moments.
There we go.
Night, Ed.
All right.
I can't keep this up.
No.
All right, but in all seriousness, so Steve's here because he is. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. He's the resident expert on all things clues and puzzles and treasure hunting and everything.
Yeah,
So it's a fair thing
experts
to
are nice.
say.
Oh, thank you very much.
But you do all of the ones that we've done.
I do have a
Frontier.
Yes, I do have a big hand in that pie.
Okay, well, the big pie.
Big pie in hand.
Okay.
Everything bacon related.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the ones that you've done so far in Elite Dangerous?
Okay, so we've done a series of the Billionaire's Treasure Hunts where we give away. Basically, we have a character called Alfred Jeffries who is an eccentric billionaire who sets up these treasure hunts for people to follow. Generally, giving part of his fortune away, and we've had other prizes as well.
What sort of stuff has he given away?
So he generally gives away 10 million credits each time. We've also given away a brand new Fed cutter, I believe. Imperial cutter and a Fed Corvette. I'm just trying to think what else we've done. Decals and price packs and various other things, paint jobs, various other things like that. We've also done some various other smaller treasure hunts or things for the mission tips. So when you get a mission tip, it will give you a location, and then you go and hunt that down, trying to get the reward for scanning the ship to get a voucher. And also there's a narrative that goes with each one, so we try and put a narrative in there for that.
I'm going to put you on the spot here with a little question that I haven't got.
We haven't even planned.
I haven't even planned. I'm going off.
Segment.
I'm going off.
Uh-oh.
You're not meant to go off script.
I have a little.
This is like an
I'll put the
ambush.
cats and the pigeons, and I'm going
to mush them up together.
I have a question for you. So all the ones that you've done before,
Yes.
treasure hunts, there are some people who are really good at them in the community.
There are some
right?
people that are, yes.
Do you want to tell us a couple of the names of the really good ones? Because I want to see the groups then vying for these people as like amazing people.
There is the most recent one. Who was Commander Klee managed to solve one of our puzzles without actually solving the puzzle.
Okay, well, would you say that? But what about people that have solved the puzzle? Because that's what we need right now.
That's remembering commander names, isn't it? So, I'm very bad. I can't actually remember the exact commander names of
Commander Osric.
Osric is very good at it.
He's very good at
it. He hasn't yet won one though.
Oh.
But yeah, he is a big thing, and he keeps me honest as well. He does get in touch and let me know.
Perhaps people have a look at some of those old threads on the forums.
I would definitely say have a look at the Billionaire's Treasure Hunt threads, and it's really nice because we also use those to gauge how people are working them out, and if we need to give any help, or generally no, we don't. There are some really smart people out there that are way smarter than us.
Yeah, they do quite quickly, don't they?
Some have been done quickly. Some have
too quickly.
I would say yes. The shortest one was solved in about 4 hours.
Yes.
Although
the longest one, I think I've managed to last about 5 days.
That's pretty good.
It just depends. And the thing is, you never know when you're creating these things. I mean, we test them out on various guinea pigs within the company, and you kind of say, right, is this too hard? Is this too easy? And you never quite know. And then somebody goes, oh yeah, it's just that. It's like, how did you know?
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
yeah, part and parcel of it.
So you kind of mentioned a certain commander to do with one that was solved, even though he didn't solve your clues.
Yes,
Jax?
Commander Klee.
Yeah,
Cly. Yes, he found Jax.
He did, didn't he? Found it very quickly.
Found it very quickly.
Yeah.
Not as we intended. I have to say that. But all kudos to him. He found it in a very interesting way. And yeah, Jax was found without solving any of the puzzles we'd actually put in to the game.
So
fun. Well, actually no. We did the one in the Galnet that said look for other signals, and we did populate the system, the galaxy, with those signals of various types. And yeah, we were kind of looking forward to seeing it and seeing how people were working it out as they do with the other treasure hunts. And then we got Drax has been found. But it's as I said, part and parcel of it. I mean, we are prepared for the fact that we have a very large galaxy. There are a lot of things out there. You never know if someone's going to be flying past the very point you've put something at the very point it comes live. So we accept that. We take it on the chin and go, well done to Cly. I don't know. Sorry, I'm messing up commander names. I always do. Sorry about that. But yeah, it was great to have Jax back in the universe now. We're going to be using him in the future for various things.
And anyway,
Tell you what, guys, you invite Steve Kirby on.
It doesn't give me biscuits.
That's it. I should give you
So
more.
if
I'm
Give
going
me
to call
more
him Stephen Loose Lips Kirby for nothing.
Well, there you go.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult was the clues that they never got to solve?
Round about an 8.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So you were
8.5.
expecting it was going to take
that
them
the
a while?
toughest?
Yeah, it was. That's the tough. I think it's the toughest ones we've done. There were some that never got a chance to be seen, which I will be using the structure again.
Yeah.
Because we were trying some experiments out on different puzzle types and really trying something a bit different with this one.
Okay, and then, so if that was your toughest one
Yep.
that you've done, and that was an 8,
Yep.
how hard is this one?
7.5.
7.5.
I've gone a little bit easier on them.
I suppose well, they've only got a week to get it.
They've only got a week to get it. Well, it's usually a week, but I mean the Jax one was meant to last, indefinite amount of time.
A very unique.
But
I think of a unique
the
instance
new
of
thing.
why they found it. Yeah.
But it's meant to last a week, and
All right.
it's about 7.
Right, really quickly,
One more question.
why don't you tell them what can they expect? So this is really important. What can they expect from this week's CG? Like, so to a granular level, how are they going to be able to find out the information, the clues, so they know where to go, what to get,
Well,
etc.?
I'm not going to give away everything.
No, of course.
Of course not. So everything to get the group started. Everything will be in the CG text.
Yep.
So it won't be in Galnet.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be in most of the things. It'll be in the CG text.
Yeah.
So read that.
Yep.
That'll give you your first clue, and then my lips are sealed.
Okay.
I'm not telling you anymore.
And more importantly, for those guys as well,
Yeah.
because obviously it's an international game, international communities.
Great
Is
international
it suitable for every translated language? Is it suitable for
we're making
everyone?
sure that
It's inclusive?
we're making sure it's language inclusive is probably a good term for it.
Yep.
So any elements that need to be translated have been translated, and it'll suit whatever the players are playing on. If they're playing in Spanish, they'll get the Spanish related clue. If they'll get the in Russian, they'll get the Russian clue. So
and they
it's
should
all
check their CG.
Yep.
Cool.
They're all the same thing. We've made sure we've translated, because in the past, when we first started doing these, they were very English. Yeah, it was English text.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we translate like we do with the CGs. We translate everything now.
Cool. Okay, no, that's good to know.
Great. One last final question. Is that okay? Are you ready for move on? As in from me.
Yeah.
What is on your T-shirt? Somebody says it looks like a dragon. Somebody says it looks like a wolf. Others are saying.
Wolf is
aliens.
close.
No,
it's
that's
and I'm going to mispronounce this. Princess
Mononoke.
So Studio Ghibli.
It's a wolf, isn't it?
It's and the princess. There.
Yeah, so there you go. And that's the most important question of the night answered for us. So thank you so much, Steve.
There we go. You're more than welcome.
You've been an absolute pleasure. What we're going to do is go back to the... if you could please give Steve some rounds of applause in the chat. I think there's like a little chat icon, or just a salute, or anything that you want to throw in the chat. Please do throw those down in the chat for us. Show Steve some love, because he's a very lovely chap and deserves it. And also, let us know about the which decal you guys are going to be using as well. I want to hear about that while we go to the back soon screen, and we will see you later on. Thank you, Steve.
Cool.
Thank you,
See you later on. See you in a second, guys. We'll
Good
be
luck
back.
on the Dangerous Games. It's been brilliant. Thank you.
We will be back in about 30 seconds time, and we'll be introducing the guys to talk tonight or the representatives from the group. So we'll be back with us. See you in a second. Bye. Okay, and we are back, and we have a little more room. A little more. Oh, I can stretch out a little bit more now that Steve's gone. But wasn't Steve? Isn't Steve a lovely guest as well?
He is lovely. Very lovely, Steve.
And thank you all for joining here tonight. It is an absolute pleasure to do these live streams and stuff and bring you this content. And I hope you've had a good time tonight. I hope you learned about the decals, which is an exciting thing.
And I think that's pretty exciting. I think it's the first time 10 groups.
Yeah.
Because before there's been 2 before that.
Yeah.
Now 10 more. I think
So
that's pretty
does that mean
cool.
you're going to get all 10 if you've helped out every single one?
Somehow. You could sign up for all 5 in the wild card and have dropped some off and all 10. Then yes, strictly speaking,
you can be getting a lovely little collection of decals coming in. Oh, when are those going to be in the game? Do you know yet, or is this something?
Really good point. So they won't be in the game until 2.2.
Stanislav Hay says, "Greetings, Green Yodas." That's because the green screen is reflecting slightly now, so we've had to change the lighting a little bit. So apologies. We've got a tint of green going on a little bit. That's just because we're sick. Green with envy of the decals that you'll be getting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Let's introduce the guys from the groups now because we've got loads to do. We've got loads to do. Man, Ed makes this hard to watch, says somebody with a very rude name.
No way. Oh.
Goodbye.
I think her name's just Anna.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's. Right. Let's move on. Let's bring some people through to chat. Hello, guys. How are you?
Okay. We're good, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, good stuff. As an evil laugh is very appropriate. How are you, Jane Turner?
I'm just great, thank you. No, I'm not looking for blueprints.
Who are you? Yeah, who are you going to be representing tonight? Of course,
I am representing the Border Coalition, I believe.
Very cool. Okay, and we have as well with us Autumn Fox and Big Stan together.
So we are representing our ICU coalition.
Fantastic. And you are speaking. Are you talking on behalf of Autumn Fox today?
So I'm his representative.
Translator. A translator, would you say?
Yeah, representative of ICU and translator of this group.
Okay, great. And then we have Apos or Apos.
Hello.
Hello, and you are representing?
I'm representing the Alliance Elite Diplomatic Corps.
Fantastic. We have Rax Minerva, or Mad Cat.
And I'm here representing Galcop.
And we have as well Al Tarth, who is currently muted, but maybe he's there.
Hello. Representing EG Pilots.
EG Pilots. Okay, I just want to do a quick, round of applause to everybody involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
For working so hard over these last few weeks. We are going to do one last live stream of this as well. I'm just getting ahead of myself here to announce the winners. And
I think the idea is Thursday, aren't we? We're talking about it when the
Thursday.
CG ends, maybe
Yeah.
just a little bit. I mean, everyone will know
But
by that point
it's-
because they know the format's very open.
Be a little bit of a
But it'd be nice to have a little bit of a thank you ever so much ceremony type thing.
All right, so before we begin with the fun madcap events that we have this evening lined up for you, the event that I have lined up for you, and it's very, very important. Thank you, the Tenderizer. No SEPP, unfortunately. Cancro last minute wasn't able to make it and find somebody else to represent. So let's just pretend that Cancro is here in spirit.
Yes.
Yeah,
he is.
He's always with us. So, Zach, why don't you take away with some questions? I'm going to fly around a bit and get things started in the game. But if you've got some questions for these guys, then do...
Sure.
Just begin. Do whatever you want. Is what
Just
I'm
go
gonna say.
crazy.
Yeah, go
I've
crazy.
got control.
Go
I'm
wild.
just going crazy. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey guys.
You can hear Zach.
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Cool.
Certainly
I
can.
can scare you.
I just worried you about to ram me, that's all. I've got no shields.
So, guys, how have you? That was a bit loud. Sorry. How have you found the last week's CG?
Well,
Nice.
it's been a CG.
It has been a CG, Rax. How have you guys found it? How have Galcop found it?
It's certainly encouraged teamwork to, the whole interdicting, finding targets, reeling them in job.
Okay. Jane Turner, what about you?
Yeah, I'd say it's entertaining and frustrating in equal measures. We developed some interesting techniques, the rope-a-dope, and my particular favourite is the keelback sandwich, when you shot the drives out and it's moving quick. You can squash it with two Annies and then take bits out of it. It's great fun.
Nice. Very good.
But I still don't like Steve much at the moment.
You don't like Steve?
It's all meant with love.
And how about the decals? Are we feeling the decals? Is that a good thing? We're excited.
I've had no feedback from anybody else, but I'm excited.
Yep.
We seem to be a little bit hype about them.
Yeah, we've got a lot of hype about them
And
as well.
Felix is delighted.
Oh, good.
And
Good,
he's
good.
Entropy 101 on the chat if you saw him scroll
Oh, it's
past.
Felix, Entropy 101.
Right.
Ah, so he's the guy that does all of the videos for the guys.
Yeah.
So absolutely incredible job from Felix as well. They are incredible. In fact, all the stuff that everyone's made has been absolutely incredible. All right, let's get started.
Right,
So
APOS has asked us APOS.
APOS.
No, it was about the decals, nothing.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, we've got a lot of excitement and all around, not from just our members. All of the lands pilot that we got communication with right now.
Great.
Good. So guys, here's how we're going to work it. Okay, I'm going to ask some questions. We're going to touch on some very real, some very honest subjects about loads of different stuff that's gone on. Some of the politics that's gone on, because that's what these games are. There's so much diplomacy. There's so much politics. There's so many different areas. We're going to talk about all of those. You guys, let me know when you want to jump in. Otherwise, I'll sort of ask some questions and go direct to different people. Obviously, we're going to keep it super friendly and light and happy. But if you have any questions, that you know, feel free to just let us know what you think. So let's start with. Let's have a look. Okay, let's talk about the first weeks. Let's talk about the CGs in general, but let's talk about the first week CG. So, obviously, loads and loads of time, loads and loads of effort, loads and loads of amazing stuff that went in. EG Pilots and Galcop both completing the CG very, very early. EG Pilots winning it, obviously. So tell us, EG Pilots, why don't you tell us, how are you guys feeling right now after winning one games, coming top of the other at the moment, and having done the wildcards as well? Are you guys tired? Are you exhausted?
Well, I guess some people are tired, but most of us just absolutely positive. We want to become new power, so it's not a problem.
Amazing.
You have to work
You guys-
for it.
Absolutely. Well, you have worked for it, absolutely. Is Yuri pleased? Yuri being your leader, correct?
Yes, he's he's content.
Okay, he's content.
That's about as excited he gets.
Sounds like a very
he's mildly
serious-
pleased. He's not pleased until it's over and everyone else has been eliminated.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the vibe I get from Yuri.
Okay. And how did you guys find the smuggling side of things for last week? Did you find it easy? Was it something new you had to show some of the commanders in the groups? How did you guys find it?
You speaking about the first CG, yes?
Yeah, the first one, smuggling.
Oh, the first one was absolutely about teamwork. So a lot of people were like working solo, but it's not effective. So they have to join our voice chats, join our Discord. Though they just never heard of it, that program, and they have to download it and hopped in it, and they were working with us like a team. Otherwise, we would lose.
Okay, so talking about might lose, we saw a number of claims, is probably the best way of putting it. That so what we know is that sort of maybe midway through the background sim and the system went into boom, and the allocation went shooting right up. And there are some claims that perhaps that was in your favour in the time zone because it happened around the sort of prime time for you guys. How do you guys feel about that?
Okay, so I don't think it's our major prime time. We got people from any kind of regions in Russia, so it's a lot of people are from Siberia. They have like different time. So yes, it's probably helped us, but it also helped other people. So in Europe, in America, I guess everybody just woke up, so it's a larger amount of cargo they can haul in, and so it's not like our personal advantage. It was for everyone, so I don't think it's a problem.
Okay, so you think you still felt confident that you would win?
If you look at the graphics, actually, you could see that we were ahead of Galcop before the boom has started. So we are working. Was working hard, and with 72 weapons spawning, we worked even harder.
Okay, Rax, how do you guys feel about that one?
Okay, I would like to dispute the claim that they were ahead of us before the allocation changed. In Galcop, we were doing stats hourly, and our numbers show that we held the lead for 3 hours after the allocation changed. Ultimately, EGP did beat us to the goal by about 4 hours. And to us, I just want to be clear, we are very impressed with EGP. They have been a totally worthy competitor, and as far as we can tell, they have won. You know, they have played a clean campaign all the way through the wild cards and the dangerous games. We are proud to have competed against them.
Yes,
but I would just like to
unusual.
correct them on
Thank
their
you.
numbers there. We did have the lead before the allocation changed, and we held it for 3 hours after.
What was that, Altaf?
Was that Altaf there?
Yeah, I said our feelings mutual with the Galcop. Thank you guys for the competition. We are making each other look like better, perform better, and that is what competition is about.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Healthy competition.
Yeah, healthy competition. Okay, so let us have a look at then. I'm going to go back to Rax then. So Rax, you said that you felt you may have had a better chance or snuck a bit more of a win. You were certainly in the lead. You feel that you might have been able to pip that one to the post.
We think it might. We believe we would have. We believe we could have won the first CG if the allocations hadn't changed. However, at the worst, it would have been a photo finish. You know, let's be honest. I believe it possibly would have been a photo finish between us. You know, down to somebody having to check the database logs or something. But as it is, as I said, they beat us fair and square. The allocation change was unfortunate. But as we all took the weekend off and we watched the points drop to 9, we thought, thank God that's not us. And I'm sure EGP agree with us on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was it must have made the other groups that were trying to play the final leg of it a little bit more difficult. So on that side of things, so and let's look at the second week while I've still got you, Mad Cat. So this week, the stats about an hour ago, maybe, have EG Pilots with quite a considerable lead. Obviously with the same allocations and everything else. What's the difference this week? Why the change?
I would say about 300 contributors more. I'd say about 200 contributors more as of the last time we checked contributors, which obviously helps a lot.
Okay, so let's take that on a step. Let's ask Altaf. Altaf, these extra contributors, where have they come from? Are they either, and we will touch on this in a minute, are they the new pact of people supporting you guys?
Well,
or is it something else you guys have been doing?
Well, I have no idea. Actually, there are like our Discord channel. We have some amount of people there, but there are also a giant forum, elitegames.ru, which I was spoken about before. So there's a lot of people there, and we got our group like in the social network, like Facebook, but it's our local contacts, so it's people there, and maybe they just merged, and that's why we got some additional contributors.
Okay. Well, I think
Just want to quickly point out. I think everybody, some people in the chat are saying like, make sure you keep it cool and keep healthy competition.
Absolutely.
I think you guys already, you're fine, aren't you? You're all good with each other.
Yep,
you all
we
know
are.
that it's healthy, fun competition.
Yeah,
Yep,
we
we're
have
chill
that-
with EGP. As I said, they've been good competitors. They've run a clean campaign.
I
They
think
just
it's
have.
yeah.
They have really good numbers. We can't deny that.
And Jane, you're about to talk.
No, I just coughed.
Serious coughing points.
It was a
All right,
serious coughing point, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So Zach, Gary, so take it away.
No worries. So I think that leads us on to some interesting stuff that happened.
It was aimed at the chat, apparently.
Oh.
But that could be some people typing in Russian, which we don't understand. So who knows?
So I can translate for you.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe
depends.
not. Yeah, are they saying nice things? Then yeah. No, Gary, sorry, carry on.
Okay, cool. I think I just want to ask, so this is probably one that everyone can kind of get a little bit involved in. So this week, some big stuff happened. This was big.
Yeah.
The Manite Piscium Pact. Jane, am I saying it right?
Well, that's how I say it, so you can say it any way you like, I guess. But
Kind
that's how I say it.
I got it off the latest video. I think I got it right.
Yeah.
So,
It changed name a few times before we got the video out, but I think that's what we went with in the end.
So, Jane, why don't you? Because obviously, with EG Pilots having more contributors this week, could it be the Pact that's doing it, or not? Let's talk about the Pact in a little bit more detail. Why don't you tell us what the Pact is?
Well, the Pact's actually got 2 articles in it. It was designed simply because we really wanted to get an exploration-based power, if possible, or if not possible, really push the case for exploration and colonization. I can't even say the word. Colonization. Yeah, that's the one. As part of the games. So it had 2 articles. The first article was, rather than fight with each other and make this difficult, why don't as many as the bottom 4 who can and will support this idea work together and go behind SEP rather than argue about which one it should be? Because we did actually make that decision while we were approximately level. I won't get into bickering about whether we were behind or front. I think we were slightly behind, but we decided it was easier and quicker to get a resolution to say let's all back SEP and see if we can push it, because actually they do really genuinely stand for exploration. So Article 1 was that. Yeah. And then we had other people around who said, for various reasons, which I'll go into if you wish, they would rather have EGP as the... if we can't succeed, we would rather have EGP rather than Galcop through as finalists. So that is the second part of the Pact, and would only come into effect officially after this round. So if anybody's jumped the gun and gone ahead, then it wasn't following the Pact, but we have no control of that, clearly.
Okay, so you don't think it's necessarily part of the Pact. The Pact was to support SEPP in this games and
absolutely.
Try and get
so round 1 was what can we do? What can we do to get SEPP through? And if that fails, and we're pretty sanguine that it might fail, then round 2 would be we actually have a meeting. It's looking relatively redundant now. We had a meeting planned with EGP saying we'll back you in order to make sure that you get the place, if we can.
Okay. And who is in this Pact? Who's signed up?
This is a bit messy actually, because there's different people who signed up to Article 1 and Article 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. So there's some people who you can't see who were very keen for Article 2 but didn't want to sign up for Article 1, and there's some people who didn't want to sign up for Article 2 who did want to sign up for Article 1. So I may get this wrong, but top of my head, it was basically the bottom 4 groups have signed, apart from ADC, who are happy to sign up for Article 1. That's supporting SEP.
Yeah.
And there were other groups from the wildcard and outside the games entirely, who I cannot even begin to list, but groups like Adel's Armada, who were in the anyone but Galcop camp. For different reasons. It's a different reason I should really make clear than the Border Coalition are there. So it's a bit of a mixed bag of partners for different reasons, which I can't even begin to put anyone else's reasons in our mouth in their mouths. But our reason for not supporting Galcop was mostly based on actually preferring SEP.
Okay.
Interesting.
Rax, you want to jump in on that one? I think.
Yeah, I'd just like to say something. The thing that bothers Galcop about this pact is not that it forms. It makes sound tactical sense to form up behind one of the stronger of what appears to be the stronger of the other 4 competitors, and I believe based on CG1 that was SEP. What disturbs us is that it wasn't made to help you win. It was made to beat us. It wasn't even, AEDC want to win, EGP want to win, we want to win, you want to beat us. Doesn't that sound a bit odd?
Well, no, again, so absolutely specifically, we supported EG because of a number of things, largely because they've shown a degree of commitment to organisation that, frankly, is a bit scary. But their commitment to this game, we go on a lot about how long the Border Coalition have been around. We've been in it long term. But we're neighbours compared to EG Pilots. They were back at the Kickstarter phase planning this, But they really, we said we've been planning this a year. They've been planning it since before the game even started, which I think is an amazing thing. All right, if you want it the other way around, why not Galcop?
No, I'm not asking why not Galcop. I know you guys have your own reasons. I said,
sorry.
I'm not asking why not Galcop.
What have we done? What have we done?
I guess I'm kind of just, I said it seems it feels, your Article 2 feels very petty. I said Article 1, let's all support SEP is great. Article 2 just feels petty.
Okay, we are. Well, Jane, do you respond to that, and then we'll move on from this?
If you've got a sort of rank of 5, there is somebody who by definition has to come bottom. If you think that's petty, I'm sorry.
But it's the phrasing. It's not we want to win. It's we want to beat so and so.
Okay.
But anyway, they want us to move on. So
let's call this one a pause.
Yes, let's
call this one a pause.
And somebody in Millstone Barn, Nazgul needs a shed. So Nazgul, but not Nazgul, Millstone Barn says, and he thought that UK politics were complicated at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, we've got even more complicated politics here right now. But guys, we respect both of your opinions on this matter, and I think that lots of different people do. And again, in the spirit of the game and role-playing, I hope that you both are still, civil with one another. Yes?
Absolutely.
We're all friends.
Of course.
There's people in the chat asking for an exploration of what we've got against Galcop.
I think that's probably only going to go into
a bad place.
Longer debate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I say that's something that, because we've seen different things. Like, for example, I know you guys have put out some information before, and I've seen Liquid Catnip did a really detailed and very long kind of explanation on Reddit about what Galcop stands for and what they're doing and that sort of stuff. So I'd say that continue to do your campaign and obviously keep it nice and friendly and fresh and everything else. But I don't think it's probably right to cover it on this stream right now.
Absolutely fine.
Only because it would go on forever and be limited with the amount of time that we've got.
Yes.
Not that we're trying to stifle debate and interesting discussion.
So shall I ask a couple more questions?
Ask a couple more questions.
We only
need 5 minutes for this thing at the end. Yeah.
Well, let's move it.
5 to 10 minutes of questions.
Let's move it on to the clue this week.
Oh.
So I want to talk to you guys about the clue this week very, very quickly.
So can you set it up from the very top? What is this? So there's going to be a clue. Just in case people have just arrived, that's all.
Oh, just more new people watching. So we're green and you say greetings. So this week's CG is slightly different. There is going to be the opportunity to have... No, there isn't an opportunity. It's going to happen where every single CG has a clue on it, and that clue is going to tell the groups where they need to go and what they need to complete the CG. So they're going to... everyone's going to be competing. Basically, the idea is the first person to solve that clue has a distinct advantage because, first of all, they've got additional time, and also, if they have long enough... they also have the opportunity to start making, affecting the other groups, because you can contribute to any number of groups in the CG. So if one group happened to get it really fast, they can start to contribute.
To be clear,
it's the same answer for everyone.
Oh, I see. Well, that's okay.
It's the same answer.
Yes.
Obviously, clues are language specific. So it's not.
But the answer is all always point to the same space.
Yes.
If you had multiple, this is just me being hypothetical here.
Yeah.
Multiple languages would that mean that more people have a faster chance to get it if they can read it in different languages, or is the the clue has been written in such a way? I shouldn't have spurred this on you. Right now, this moment in time. Sorry,
fiend.
I was just checking. Just double checking.
I just wondered for the guys in the chat. Really, I guess just AEDC. We haven't spoken to you much, Apos. How do you feel about the idea of a clue in the final round? Do you think it's going to be a significant change to the way that the games are worked, or?
Well, it depends from which group gets to solve the clues first. But I think it's an interesting approach. It's something different.
Okay. How about I want to ask Jane a question. Jane, with the pact that's come in, but obviously with the clue, it means that it's quite different. Like if one, there's so much more opportunity now and so much more variation as to how it can go in that final games. Are the pact still going to be behind SEPP, or are they invoking Article 2?
No.
Well, let's see what happens. I would say first, I'm actually at the point of getting close to congratulating EG because unless there's some twist like double points or a massive blueprint,
there's no double points. No.
Blueprint or a huge blueprint snipe being laid by Galcop, then actually it doesn't really matter. And I think by definition we will have fun with the last goal, and I'd like to continue the sharing we've been doing.
Okay, cool.
It's been good working together.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you guys feel about spies? Let's talk about spies, because here's the thing: when the pact happened, I heard about the pact from about 5 or 6 different sources, from people who clearly shouldn't have known about the pact before the pact happened.
I do have something to say about that. We have a completely open Discord, so it's not very surprising that people noticed.
Sure, but how are you going to manage that element then? If you think that you have to find the clue, then it gives you an advantage, but it only gives you an advantage if no one else knows about the result of the clue.
Well, let's put it this way: we won't be doing it through an open Discord.
Oh, okay. So you're tightening up the ranks. You're making sure that it's. But then again, how many people do you tell? Are you worried about spies in your groups?
Oh no, we've got spies in our groups. It's it's part of it. But
do you know who it is?
Pardon?
Well, I think
we know who some of them are. Of course we do. But sometimes we might even be taking advantage of that and maybe plant some false clues.
Oh, there was a bluff and then there was a double bluff.
Altaf.
Yeah.
Are you concerned about spies?
Oh, well, yes. KGB is working hard on that.
Okay, good answer. Oh, what about Rax and Galcop?
You mean they're spies?
Well, I'm asking Rax what she thinks of the spies that are coming.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. We assume that there probably are some spies. We're not overly stressed about them.
Okay.
All
right.
And Autumn Fox, ICU, we haven't heard much from you guys. How do you feel about the change? Do you think that there's going to be a good opportunity? Are you guys worried about spies? What do you think is going to happen in the last?
Not really. We're not giving this information to our people, so we're just keeping it in close group of people that we will clue. And we'll do something for this. Just trying to be the best power in this world. Yeah.
Awesome, man. I have to say really quickly, Jane Turner in the chat. Jane, have you just said something in the chat there that you might want to repeat out loud?
What?
Well, it was the thing I would have said, which people have been going, well, go on, what are you going to say? So I said that it's entirely possible that at some point in the future we might be supporting Galcop, but this time it felt a bit wrong to support a group led by a coalition that's on the face of it led by a group that have shown themselves to be sort of fun scallywags but not overly reliable.
Great, okay, and we'll leave that there.
They might get an onion head and leave a cap ship on your lawn or something.
Sorry, what? A ship?
A cat ship.
Cap ship. Just crashing a capital ship into your lawn because you've got high on onion head.
Got it. I'm there now.
That's definitely what I heard, yeah, not something from Mad Cat in particular. Great. Well, that was nice. Good.
So I think that's given some people some interesting insights into the workings of the group.
It's been mad. It's been really interesting and just weird and wonderful to see everything happening. And again, it's all part for me about the dedication that people have been putting in, and the propaganda, as Steve called it, and all that happening, and all this huge love for it. That I can't wait to see what happens when the person does win and the group does win. What comes about from that in terms of also the knock-on effects that it has.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's going to be whoever wins, there's going to be a little period of time where we have to then work with that group to find out what their power would be and how we integrate that and everything else. But I think the one thing that does come out of it is just the sheer dedication from all the groups, and thank you to everyone here and to all the SEPP guys that have taken part as well. It's been really, really amazing to see so much dedication.
What happens next?
Well, we see the end of these results. If they stay the same, then you're looking at EG Pilots will have a 2-point lead above the next highest. But with the clue in the final one, that means that it could literally all change if one group got the clue first and the others hadn't for a while. There's going to have a significant advantage. If one group get the clue and no one else does, bear in mind if one person gets the clue and no one else does, they can literally shape the leaderboard exactly how they want. So it can really, really change.
If they work out that clue straight away.
So that's the trick. It's working out the clue.
Interesting. Right, I'm excited. So that's the Thursday's CG, and the clue is in the CG. It's very important. Clue is in the CG.
Where you sign up.
Great, where you sign up. Okay, so everybody, should we smash this tension with some sidewinders? What do you think? Are you all ready for today's fun little game that I have lined up for you?
Max has just asked if you can show the posters.
Oh, I've got to show a poster just really quickly for
Felix.
Felix.
Yes, we can, Felix.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything for you, Felix.
Anything for Felix, apparently. So we have this one. In fact, this is the only one I've actually downloaded, sorry. So this is the one I will be showing. We're all in this together. Now, I think that's a nice, important message.
It's a lovely message,
It's a message. Everybody, hang in there. We're all in this together. Just in general. In the galaxy, in the universe, in the world, we're all in this together. All right.
Right.
There you go. So, everybody. Yes, what I've done here, sorry, if Apos, if you could join us out front, please, in your Sidewinder with no shields. You should all have your shields off. Now, yes, we have stolen another event from the wonderful Hammers of Slough, who do the most fantastic little silly events. Now, this one, unfortunately, we don't have any Mad Dog here to announce the proceedings and announce what happens.
Can you do a Geordie accent?
But I think I can do it. No, I can't.
That's
I
perfect.
can.
No.
I can.
Scottish.
I can do a Scottish accent. I can do that. I can do that. But I won't. So I do have the rules. Are you all ready for the rules, chaps?
Yep.
All
Yes.
right. Yeah. Okay. So remember, of course, this is the deciding thing in the Dangerous Games. The rest of it meant nothing, and it's all down to this.
I mean, I guess in terms of prize and pride, they're going to feel better about this. But
No.
let's be honest.
I'm joking. This means absolutely nothing, but it is going to be good fun. All right. So the game of the game is the classic Sidewinder Demolition Derby. Using stock Sidewinders with no shields, the pilots will compete within the space station airlock bowl to destroy each other by ramming each other at speed. The last pilot flying wins. It's very, very simple. So the event rules. On the Marshal's command, me, all competing pilots will enter the airlock bowl and await the instructions. 3, 2, 1, go. At this point, the only rules are that you must remain below the upper area. So there's lights around Lave Station, so you can't go above those lights. You'll see what that means in a moment. And your shields must remain off. If you get flung outside of the arena, you have a reasonable but limited time to get back in as quickly as you possibly can. Upon the Marshal's discretion, you will be eliminated if it is deemed that you're flying too high for too long to avoid hull damage. Now, the winner is the last commander still flying. Are you ready, chaps, to head over to the bowl?
Can
For
I just quickly
today's
repair due to an earlier flight incident?
Cheats! No, I'm joking. That's fine, 96%. Yeah, so if you all head over towards the bowl...
I'm not entirely sure I know what you mean by the bowl yet, but I'm about to find out, I guess.
Yeah, you will. I'll show
I'll just
you.
follow you.
Yeah, just follow me over this way.
Yeah, just going to repair if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got mild hull damage. I think
okay.
somebody's been nudging me, but you know.
That's a good idea. Everybody set your report crimes to off.
Oh, yes.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Also, Hopper, no.
So the bowl
Just
is
in
this
answer to
area
Hopper
here,
gaming
around
videos, no.
where the mail slot is. You can see there's a little bowl in here.
Thanks, Saffron. We're cooking.
Just for the
this.
record, when I played this with the hammers, I was terrible at it.
So this is so you can see me. If you look on the screen in about 30 seconds, you'll see the sort of action that I'm intending to see. But of course, I'm going to step outside and watch this from a distance, and maybe jump in at last minute to try and take out the winner, because no one wants to see a stream where I'm playing and I don't die. It's becoming a thing. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm sort of circling around. You see
Okay.
that?
In
So
there's
this
the
is
bowl.
within this
I
bowl,
see
so
it.
you're now allowed to leave. You can't go any higher than this line here. So
Okay, I've got it.
If everybody could take their places inside the bowl, please, to begin, so we can begin the destruction
Into the bowl.
derby. Head into the bowl.
bowl.
Altaf, are you clear with the instructions?
Well, I guess so.
Good, that sounds...
All right, we have
Definite.
Jane Turner. We have... Who else is taking position?
I'm in
We
there.
have... Commander Big Stan is in there too. Rax Minerva is in there. And Commander Apos. Are you... So, basically, it's time for some ramming speed. Oh, look at all these adverts getting in the way, eh?
Oof.
I need to get my ad blocker on them. It doesn't work, does it? Alright, so I'm going to try and follow the action. We've got Altaf, he's waiting in there. We've got... Is everybody lined up inside the bowl?
I am.
Ready?
Yeah, ready? Okay.
I realise that
Oh,
Mad Cat's
no,
going to ram
Autumn
me
Fox,
immediately.
Are you not taking part, Autumn Fox? Is your translator also taking all the damage for you as well? Oh, he's coming back out. He's coming back. He's decided he's coming back out. Is Autumn Fox taking part too? Looks like he is.
Yeah.
Alright, so the winner is the last person standing on the inside. I will try and follow the action from here, but it is quite dark, so we will see what sort of thing I can... So, in 3, 2,
ЕГшки давайте, Galcopов.
1, go! Okay, here we go. Okay, we've already had a collision. Apos is at 73% health, but it was from Big Stan, who has gotten 69% health there. We have some... Jane Turner is following the opposite direction. She's on 84, but I wonder if the early hits from Commander Apos will be enough. Altaf, he's sitting there on 51% health, which is interesting indeed. Autumn Fox is keeping things clear with 99%. I'm going to go and check as the umpire to make sure that he is not flying above the line. Doesn't look like it. So collisions. Oh, there's a little bit of a battle happening over here.
Ooh.
I can hear them frantically moving around. So we haven't had any major collisions yet.
Well, I don't know.
Look at me.
James,
I just
Sadly,
blew up myself.
mine was not with another ship.
And Jane Turner has
Ooh, who's that? Just come
37%.
straight
Somebody blew
in.
up.
Oh, someone's just gone.
Who's that? Who just popped?
So it's me.
Okay, who was that? Sorry, it was Big Stan. Big Stan is out.
Big Stan.
Oh no, we've got.
Whoa!
What's happened? Autumn Fox is being attacked by the station for some reason. The station authorities. What happened?
What did you do, Autumn Fox?
Станция подумала, что ты меня атаковал.
I see you are out of the races here, but Commander Apos is at 33% health. Commander Jane Turner is on 27%, but she's still in there. Rax Minerva at 72, the reverse, exactly the reverse of that. They've been butting heads all night, and I wonder if they'll get into this final together. That would be brilliant. Alright, but we still have Commander Apos in there, who seems to be holding up.
That's me gone.
Jane Turner has gone. So it's down
It was
to
Rex that got me as well.
Was it Rax who got you? Well done, Rax.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, Rax is on 68% health. And we have Commander Altaf, who was frozen. He seems to have... Oh, no, so he's inside the station now, I'm assuming. Is that it? Is that everybody?
Yeah, it looks like it's just Altaf.
Yeah.
When did you go?
Are you in the station? Did you
Yeah.
pop?
You mean what? I blew up.
Oh.
I crashed through the station.
Well,
Rax
I'm dead as
for
well.
everybody.
Rax Minerva, congratulations. You win this.
Woohoo, thank you.
I didn't even kill you. That's so disappointing. 100 credit fine for reckless flying.
Well,
That's what we want to see.
What happened, Jane?
You
I
can
know
get him,
I did
Rax.
a reverse. Did I hit you then?
Yes, I was.
Wow. Okay.
Get him, Rax.
Come on. This is it. This is the final battle.
Oh,
the boss,
that's
this
it.
is the boss
That's
battle.
it. He's
No,
lost
I
it.
just destroyed myself. Oh no!
Oh,
Classic
dear.
flying.
Oh.
So, round of applause, everybody, to not me, of course, to Rax,
Well done, Rax.
for winning this event. It was great fun. So, guys, thank you everybody for taking part in this amazing event. I don't just mean this one today, although that was good fun. I just mean the Dangerous Games across the board. You've been absolutely amazing, just brilliant sports. Zach has been sitting there because he sort of came up with the original idea, sort of. Partly, you were one of the few
There's
sort
a
of
few people
championed
that
it.
kind of came up with the idea.
Yeah, but you've been sitting there sort of making evil hand gestures for a while. Or
That's all
watching
I've been doing
these-
for 7 weeks. Just
all
been
these
sat at the
people
PC
battling
like
against
that.
one another. But yeah, you've all been absolutely wonderful. Good flying, Ed. Ha ha ha. It can't be a live stream with me in it unless I die at the end of it. That's the most important thing. All right, so any final comments from you all in order? Rax Minerva, final comment for before, of course, the final weeks of CDs begin on Thursday.
I'm going to say good luck to everybody, and let's hope it's a good, clean fight.
Great. Altaf.
Okay, so everybody was asking about our lore. We're gonna publish it soon, guys. Be patient. And
Where can people
good-
find information on that?
right now, nowhere. We just translating it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that.
Avos.
I'd like to ask a question regarding the decals. Actually.
Yes.
Since our logo is heavily inspired from the Alliance one, will we be having some communication so that it's not too much lookalike, or is that okay in its own, and some information around that?
Yeah,
In our case, at least.
Yeah, what we'll do definitely is we'll want to get in touch with all of the representatives for each of the groups, because some people may have because some of the logos as well might not necessarily work on decals, etc. So I think we need to just have a chat and work that through. So the idea is that we will be getting them in there, but we need to chat to all of the guys. We'll probably set out like some things that you'll probably need to stick to, etc. But we'll be in touch shortly after.
So to anybody who's
Great.
just
So we
arrived-
can expect it to check it out if the need arises.
Yes, absolutely.
So anybody who has just arrived, of course, that we were talking about it earlier, but I think there have been some new people. Of course, for anybody who took part in the Dangerous Games, we'll put an article about it out there to make sure it's very clear as to who will get it, the decals. But basically, all 10.
Well, it's
you
all
tick
10
it.
that went from the wild card game,
Yep.
so all the ones that have had CGs. So
Yep.
they're not the ones that started off at the pledges, but anyone that went through and had a CG, and anyone that took part in those CGs, so actively contributed, so anything above 0 contributions,
Will get
they
the
will
decal.
get the decal for that group.
Yay! Exciting stuff. Hopefully that's cool. Autumn Fox and Commander Big Stan, any closing comments?
Okay.
Do you have any closing comments, Big Stan?
How to tell you?
Can you ask Autumn Fox? No? Is he doing that now?
So, what are you speaking about? About close combats?
Just like any closing comments for the day, any last things you want to say to the people in the chat before we close.
No.
I like it, succinct. Jane Turner, any final closing comments?
Yeah, I think we're probably really looking forward to the way this new the last community goals being described. I've seen somebody actually say taking a bunch of explorers and pacifists pirating the smuggling is a bit like taking cats clam diving. So we're looking forward to this one because we might be able to use a bit of brain power and maybe a bit of exploration power. So looking forward to it.
Good stuff, fantastic. And thank you all again. You've been such great sports, and hopefully we will...
I have a comment.
You've got a comment now. Next time you come back with a comment, great.
Let me speak from my heart, my people. I want to tell you that was very, very hard 2 weeks for the CG gaming, and I want to tell you that will be a very great opportunity for our commanders and our people to give their feelings, and situation will be better now, I think.
Okay, good, wonderful stuff. Thank you so much, Stan and Autumn Fox. Thank you. And I think that's it. Zach, any final word from you? Or...
No, just a huge thank you to everyone that's taken part. It's been really, really amazing, and looking forward to seeing everyone back next week.
Yep, fantastic. All right, guys, look forward to seeing the results, and we will see you soon. Thanks very much for being here, all you lot in the chat, you lovely, lovely people. We have got an Educating Ed episode this week as well on Thursday. With the AEDC are going to be around there as well, and the ESS, so like a little combined stream as well.
A couple of alliance groups.
Yeah, a couple crazy antics planned for that night. And then, of course, look out for some more stuff. We do have LaveCon this weekend, which I think there might be some stuff that comes out after that as well. Some live stuff and potentially some stuff that comes out after. So do stick around, and we'll see you very soon. Bye!
Bye, guys!
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.